Egbalon Toby, father. 287 students between the ages of 7 and 12 that were kidnapped from Kuriga in Kaduna on March 7th in broad daylight, have been released by bandits. Oh, praise the Lord, somebody. Congratulations to their parents and to Nigeria as a country. But my people, too many things are not making sense. When you take a critical look at the peripheral level of this equation, then when these students were kidnapped, my people, the school said 287 students were kidnapped from the primary and the secondary school, but the governor said it is only 137 students. We were like, who do we believe? And then they said 287 were released.
287 students abducted have been freed.
All 287 of the school students abducted in northern Nigeria earlier this month have been freed.
And I'm like, I guess we now know who's lying. But more importantly, guys, how did bandits successfully kidnap almost 300 students in Kaduna, a state with the highest concentration of national security, national intelligence, the defense infrastructure, and the military institutions in the country? Kaduna, we have about 13 military institutions in Kaduna when you think about schools and military bases. Nigerian Army Depot, Armed Forces Command and Staff College, Nigerian Air Force Training School, Nigerian Police College, Nigerian Police Command, Nigerian Navy School of Armament, the Nigerian Army School of Legal Services, Nigerian Defense Academy, Nigerian Army School of Artillery, Nigerian Army School of Military Police, Army Operation Base, and the Nigerian Army School of Infantry. Yet, bandits with no military training successfully passed by several military institutions with 287 students. Like how, who, what, where? As it is, we've had 68 mass kidnappings this year alone, with more than 1,800 people kidnapped. In fact, FGM Intelligence, that's a geopolitical research consultancy in Nigeria, collated the number of mass kidnappings that we've had since 2019. Look at the number, guys. And it keeps going up every year. Again, the state with the highest number of kidnappings in the country is this same Kaduna that has all these military bases, military schools, followed by Zamfara, Niger, Katsina, Borno, and then FCT, the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. I was like, hey, it shocked me. Guys, kidnapping has become a lucrative business, which brings me to my next point. So, did we pay ransom to get these students released or not? Remember that the kidnappers were asking for 1 billion naira, $600,000 at the time, while threatening to kill those students if they don't get paid. And Mr. President said publicly that not a dime will be paid to get these students back. They said that they were released. They did not say that they were rescued. So I'm like, so did they just talk to the bandits? And the bandits were like, here, you can go. Which would mean that some people know those that were behind the bandits, so they probably talked to those people. In any case, guys, I'm tired. Because some people were not as lucky as the students. So many people have died. And what is paining me is that our leaders don't really know that there is a huge problem. I mean, when the governor of Kaduna visited the village where these kids were kidnapped, this is what he said.
I absolutely have every confidence that every child will be returned home. When I visited the community, the entire community were really happy with my visit.
I mean, I know he said other things, other good things. I'm not disputing that, but when I visited the community, the entire community was really happy with my visit. Like, what? How's that? Kilaji. I mean, if they actually get it, no school in Kaduna will look like these schools. I mean, look at the ceilings inside the classrooms. Just imagine sending your child to a place like this to learn. Would these governors, these leaders, would they send their children there? The dilapidated walls. Guys, if these leaders actually care about these communities, instead of seeing themselves as celebrity that people should celebrate when they come visiting, they would fix these schools. How much will they take? And they will concentrate on eradicating poverty so that people are not kidnapping other people. So really, do you think that we paid the kidnappers or we fought to get these kids? Also, what can we do to end this kidnapping epidemic? Because I'm starting to get tired. It is becoming rampant in many parts of the country. Meanwhile, my people, what is the bulaba that is happening in the Gambia, my Gambia? Who reverses a ban on female genital mutilation, FGM? Hey, my father and my God.
Those in favor, 42. Those not in favor, 4.
An overwhelming majority in the Gambia's National Assembly for female genital mutilation to be brought back.
Excuse me? Hey, they are saying that they want to bring back mutilating young girls in the name of religion.
Female circumcision is a cultural significant practice supported by Islam, values and tradition.
The devil is a liar. Why would any man have a say in whether or not young girls, women should be mutilated when they have no idea what it means?
Most prominent voices that we hear are men, and we need to listen to women and young girls who've been through feminine genital mutilation.
I think if this bill is passed, it gives them a chance to go after the child marriage law, it gives them a chance to go after the domestic violence law.
For some reason, they call it circumcision, and it is not circumcision, it is mutilation. Circumcision for men enables them to enjoy sex very well. This one prevents the girl or the women from experiencing the pleasure of sex. How can you now call it circumcision? In fact, let me tell you what it means. Move closer. If you have children watching, you may want to turn it off. I'm not showing any pictures, but I will explain for those that don't really know what this is. This practice involves old women using unsanitized blade. Sometimes they will use knives. They will cut off a woman's vulva or a young girl's vulva, which consists of the labia and the clitoris. That is the part where you feel the pleasure of sex. How can you be so wicked that you don't want somebody to enjoy the pleasure of sex? As in, offense law. And then they will stitch the opening of the vagina together. Can you imagine? If God wanted it closed, he would have made women like that. He would have closed it by himself. Why are you closing what God has opened? And then they said that they are doing all this so that no man can penetrate a girl until she's married. They said that this is to ensure a girl remains a virgin. They are not focusing on the men that want to penetrate her. They are not putting padlock on the man's penis. It is the girl that is being punished so that no one can penetrate her. What kind of psychology is that? Does that make sense to you?
When we catch it like this,
FGM consists of removing a part of the female genitalia that provides sexual pleasure for women.
What happened to doing something about the young men in the Gambia that are sleeping with a European women for money? Everybody knows that the Gambia is a popular destination for sex tourism. And I'm not saying that it is the majority of the guys. I'm not saying every guy in the Gambia is doing this, not at all. But some grammars from Europe, from the US, they like to hook up with young guys in the Gambia for sex. You don't see anything wrong in that. You are not passing a law to cut off this man's penis, but it is young girls that don't even know the meaning of sex that you are torturing. What exactly is the color of your problem? This FGM thing leads to excess bleeding, which a lot of girls have died from. Some of them went into shock for the loss of blood. It causes urine retention in the women because it is very hard to pee when your vagina is stitched together. Many women have menstrual difficulty every month because blood is not able to flow as it is supposed to. Can you imagine? Sex now becomes painful for so many women because the guy is trying to break through something that has been sewn together. And this FGM thing has led to infertility in some women. It can cause cysts, infections, complications during childbirth. For some people, literally, this thing has absolutely no health benefit whatsoever. And it has mental effect on some women. Some of them will just become withdrawn from a very young age. But you know, the saddest part of this equation is not even these men that are dictating what should happen to young girls' bodies. It is the women that are in support. That is the saddest thing. Of course, we have a lot of Gambian women and Gambian men that are protesting against, reversing the ban. But guess what? There were some that were protesting for it in the name of religion, including women.
Outside, a show of support for both sides. But many protested against the repealing of the law. Activists say it reverses years of progress for women's rights. These women are for the cutting and removal of all or parts of the external female genitalia, often done as girls are still very young.
Did you see that placard? We will not sell our religion for worldly gains. I'm trying to understand the meaning of that placard. What's the worldly gain? Those of you that were not caught, can you tell us your worldly gain? When you look at the common reason that people do FGM, you would know that the woman's interest has never been considered at all. You know they do this to ensure a girl's virginity before marriage. and also to ensure her fidelity afterwards, that is her faithfulness to her husband, and to increase the man's sexual pleasure. Where is the interest of the woman that is being caught? The one that is bleeding? The one that is suffering? What about her own interest? Also, who is ensuring the man's virginity and fidelity? Or is God not interested in a man being a virgin? Please let me know in the comment section. Why is it that they don't even think that women should enjoy sex? Who told you that sex is just for the man? You've been scammed though. And with all the problems that the Gambia has, your economy is not doing so well. Chinese companies are polluting your water. Fishes are now dying. So many fishermen have lost their livelihood. Your president is just there not doing anything, to the point where some people are even wishing for Yaya Jammeh to come back. More than 70 children died last year in the Gambia after taking toxic cough syrup allegedly made in India. How far with that? Have you gotten justice? But with all of that is happening, this is what you want to focus on? Stop bringing religion into this. No country in the world has revoked a ban on FGM because it doesn't help anybody. But you want to be number one. It's okay. And speaking of religion, guys, Ramadan Mubarak, some of you are not fasting as we are watching on Plasma TV because there is God. I just want to remind those that are living in the abroad that as your family members are preparing for Eid al-Fitr and Christians are preparing for Easter this Sunday, please don't forget to contact Help Me Waka to deliver groceries to the doorsteps of your loved ones in Nigeria and Ghana. Let them know that you are thinking about them during this Salah period, during this Easter period. Surprise them. You know, it is Easter, it is Salah also. We're having our Easter sales at Adobe. So, starting this Thursday until Easter Monday. If you are in Nigeria, we have some products in Nigeria at the moment. Please call the number on the screen. Adobe is all that I used on my hair. It is natural hair. In fact, I did not use gel. I did not use any edge control. I did this since morning and it is still like that. It is not greasy or oily and it doesn't itch. In fact, I did not blow dry my hair. All I did was use Adobe's spray and the butter after washing it, and I twisted it into jumbo twists, just like maybe 8 twists to stretch it out for some hours. I sprayed the edges, I added butter, and I tied scarf for 10 minutes. And then I took it out and see me, it looks like I blow dried my hair. And of course, we ship to Canada, the UK, so many European countries, and Australia, and so on and so forth. So don't forget to take advantage of the 10% discount that you're getting this Easter. The ones in Nigeria has already been discounted as well, so you can call them right now. Real quick, I've got so many emails and DMs about Vesti, the company that I talked about doing the H-1B visa for people. Please and please know that I am making another video about it. I talked about it in my last video, but obviously a lot of people didn't see that one. No, I did not promote scammers. Vesti is a real company, but please and please be patient for me to address all your concerns in a standalone video. I've been wanting to do that for weeks, but guys, I have been fighting what I thought was the flu. I didn't know that it was pneumonia. So did you guys subscribe yet? Please press the subscribe button. You know deep down that you want to. Oh yeah, Sole. All right, guys. It's been real and I'm keeping it up in here. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And if you're yet to subscribe, I'm watching you on Plasma TV. Press the subscribe button and the bell button. Until next time, I'm gonna see you all there. Peace out.